into 40, what do you say to umuntu, let's say, who's a procrastinator and all that, you understand? What advice would you give umuntu osesekanjalo, osesekule comfort zone?
Yeah. Firstly, the first question I would say, how would I advise someone who knows what to use what you have, use the people you know, use the people you know, use what you know. Check your streets, check your. You don't have to go far. Check your environment. Study your environment. It's okay, but I can't know. Okay, fine. How do I get about? Talk to people, engage, socialize. Well, that's very important. You start obviously. Not every action also years is available. The problem with us is that we want instant things. But one thing is I would say but it can also happen with another. That's a disappointment on myself. So always
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Kat here, and on today's video, I have a mutual friend. Yeah, we met through a mutual friend, and he's here today to tell us about real estate. He's into sound. Yeah, I don't know what else, but then let's hear him out today. So if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, and comment on the comment section below. And of course, share the video, or if you find this knowledge that we're about to share the video to your friends, colleagues, and family, of course. So without wasting any of your time, on today I have Sia, and Sia is an entrepreneur. Like I said, he's into real estate, he's into music. So yeah, Sia, what up? You good?
no.
Away, my dog. So yeah, how's your Sunday today? You from church? How was your Sunday?
My Sunday was bit hectic, but it was good. Yeah, can't complain. But we're here now, so it was excellent.
Ne? Yeah, good. So I don't know where to start. So let me start by at least your background. Like where did you grow up actually, Sia?
I grew up in two different places. Actually.
Okay.
Along the line, I had gaps.
Okay.
So initially, I was born in Nelspruit, in Mpumalanga, well in Commerce.
Okay.
So my mother came to this side in Joburg in 2001, 2, somewhere there.
Okay.
So from there, she came with me. Then I grew up the side. And then in 2008, if I'm not mistaken, 2008, I went to Mpumalanga to live with my grandmother.
Okay.
And then I stayed there for 2 years. And then I came back this side again.
Sure.
Longshan, I told was especially in Polo Park and the Extension 5.
Okay, sure.
Those are the two areas because grew up renting. You know, I know some few places I've stayed there also. And then again in 2019 years, I went to stay in Mpumalanga again.
Okay.
I was staying in Matsulu. Yeah, so then I came back again after I matriculated this side. So yeah, now I live this side.
Yeah, full time now.
Not really full time because the sound engineering, the sound company is situated in both places. Okay. So if ever my services are needed that side, I go there. Then obviously making a car and yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically it.
Oh yeah. So you mentioned you grew up renting. No? So how was it? Like how was the situation back at home? Like I mean, it's no joke, especially when you go up renting, you go from one place to another. Like, how was it? How did that influence the person you are today?
Well, I would say it helped me very well because I can speak most of the languages. I like Goli,
Okay.
Nyakuluma, I still Kuluma Swati,
Yeah.
Sisutu and all that. It made me to versatile in a way
Okay. Yeah.
because I moved to different places, and that influenced me into thinking abroad. So knowing the difference between ilogish, let's say, Mpumalanga and ilogish Langapa, and the town and the society that the town is not spread, checking that, it helped me a lot to learn.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've learned a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess I mean you had like it's not it's some people would say it's normal, especially in our black communities. You understand? Yeah,
Yes,
having
yes,
to,
yes,
to
yes.
move around. I mean, there's a lot of us, especially here, like us. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah, yeah,
Who
yeah.
grew up really in that kind of situation. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Even me myself, I can relate to that. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's not easy, you understand? It's not easy having to have stand, you understand?
Yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah, yeah.
rules, you understand?
Yeah,
Those
yeah, yeah,
rules
yeah,
would
yeah.
say, you can't do this, you can't do so. It's not easy, you understand?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So the entrepreneurial journey, dog, like when did it start? Like when did you realize that I have this in me? You understand?
Okay. Yo, I don't have the exact time, but I can recall some events that happened in my life that when I look back, I can now say this influenced me to do this. For an example, I remember at schooling I used to in grade 4, yes. We used to, I thank God that I'm saved now.
Yeah,
We used to
yeah,
steal armor pens.
yeah.
Yeah, you had a pencil case here. I remember in my class, in grade 3, yes, in my class, there was a guy called Fred. So me and this guy, we were stealing. He was doing his own, and I was doing mine. Stealing pens, and then our pencil case were full with ball pens. So if most people were forgetting their pens,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
in grade 3, you're introduced to a pen.
Writing a pen, yeah, okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
sure,
grade 4 and grade 3, somewhere there. So though that helped me to know Uti. Actually, I can hire something and then I can get money because Ipenyam was like 50 cent in one kind, depending if it's a big or what.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if it was a big, obviously, and it's still new,
Yeah.
you have to pay a higher price. Then at the end of the day, I needed my money.
Yeah.
I needed my money in my pen.
Yeah.
So
Also, you were leasing actually.
exactly.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you come back and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
or sell it to you if you have an option. You sell it to me, then you steal it again.
Yeah.
But now I'm safe. So and then I remember again that year my grandmother, she, I don't know what she saw in me. I remember selling sweets and snacks, even though it was not a good business because I was there was a point of changing the money and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when I recall now, I can tell this actually helped me to 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 have ideas. And then I remember again in grade 10, if I'm not grade 9, I had a desire of selling your lollipops and your pens. Always when I see something, I ask Kuti, how much is this? And then I check Kuti, what's the stock price? So if I make profit, if the profit is good, then I'm up to it. Excuse me. And then I remember another time, there was a season whereby I was selling a local time
Okay.
here in towards a
Sure.
ShopRite. We got to Vula e-roots.
Yeah.
So at that time they were selling a makul time, and then so yeah, me and my friend Untland, we stocked them and we're selling them for 2 we're making 100% profit. And then that was good. I managed to buy. I remember I bought myself a wallet because I was desiring to have a wallet. I don't know why. At that time, it was that just desiring to be independent, not that I move out from my parents' house, but to have my own things. Remember, also I bought a body bicycle so that I can
Move around, yeah.
I walked around selling that. At that time, I did not know what I'll be here.
Yeah, yeah, you are instilling this in your mind, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So
Sure.
I thank God for aligning me to in this journey. Because when I look back, I can tell it's okay. This is here, this here, this here, and then things became a little bit interesting when I got into what you call Islam, a church. So yeah, so I think that's why I started to take business serious. So I was I think I was 16 or 17 years. Yeah. So yeah, that's
those are the things that I think it influenced me to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For those who don't know, Sia here is the founder of like two companies, which is Umdeni Property Management and Inspirational Music Production. So yeah, that's what we'll be diving into today. So yeah, like you were saying, Guti, you remember like in grade 4 when you used to still play.
Yeah.
I used to do that actually. Yeah, I had a friend, he's still around. His name is Andani. You understand?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we used, and in again, we were even worse. I think it was in grade 9 or 10. Like we used to steal a lot of pens, dog. Like we would have a spectacles like full of pens.
Full of pens, yeah.
Even calculators, like you catch your calculators.
Yeah.
Steal them, then we go and sell. Maybe we don't sell in the class. You know?
Yeah,
Go and sell in other classes. You know? So
yeah.
grade 12 learners, and like we would make a killing until one day. I don't remember who saw, but then until one day, someone came across that pencil case, dog. Like, dog. Like, they were like, nah, these are our pens, and everybody like came, dog. That's when our business failed. But then, yeah, you mentioned a lot, dog. So,
yeah.
Let's talk about let's start about the music. Like you mentioned music before we go into the real estate. Yeah. When did that start? Okay, you mentioned we started at church, but then um what okay, what were you thinking like in terms of actually starting a sound company? Because I know with you hire staff, you're a sound engineer, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So how did that transition, like how did that transition come about?
Okay. Well, firstly, I'm not the original founder of the Inspiration Music. Yes.
So you were a co-founder.
I would say that because my uncle is the original founder, so he's now at that time I saw a gap.
Okay.
Would say things could be done this way. So I think he saw something in me, and then I remember one time we received a call and say, Siyabonga, I just want you to come this side. Then when I came that side, we reached that the company was, its name was expired. So we renewed the name.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up becoming director on paper, and then managing it. Yeah, that's how I became part of the sound. But how it started is this: in church, I grew up serving. My mother was serving. So in 2015, no, it's 2014. Yes, my mother was doing a decoration lesson doing. So every time I would help her, everyone, and then there was a guy lesson doing who I call him Bob. He was doing some at the time. So every time I did the decoration with my mom, I would help him out. I and then eventually I ended up sitting at the desk. One Sunday he's not there. Then I learned. He was teaching me all that, and then all the brothers also then they would assist me. So that knowledge I gained that, and then when I gained that knowledge, in 2015, it was December. Oh, there was a show or something. So I was part of the engineering.
Okay.
So there's the local artist Umpo M. At that time, she did a show or something, and I met some few people there because I was busy doing sound. I was busy, but there was a main sound engineer, so I was just running around. What I usually do at church. So I met this guy Umpo. Umpo introduced me to Butulan, and then Butulan, I don't know how, but he trusted me to come in to connect the sound and just play music nicely. Albertine Ascot music.
Sure.
So that changed my viewing of sound. You see, so I got experience. I got exposed to things. I was inspired by Putulan because he was doing like shows, big shows, like a jazz celebration and whatnot. I was inspired, and then he would take me along. He ended up taking me along, gigging some of the gigs, and then I went that year. I went to Kai in Mpumalanga. So we're watching television December, Jalama gospel shows. So I was sitting there and my uncle just walks in with me. I remember I was using X2. So when I was using X2, I think he was fascinated with this guy, Ubuwela, a show like this. He sat down there. We talked about sound. I was telling him that speaker over there, those speakers, those what. And then I think so I have some knowledge of sound. I mean, from there we started. He took me to his home,
Sure.
where he had his studio, and he wanted me to check out a modular. Or what? Yeah, I think it was a modular or something. And checking it, I think that it was okay. After that, I've checked it, and then I think he saw what this guy has knowledge. And then yeah, from there that's where it came about to handle this, what, and that's how I came to make it my own baby now. Even though it's still his
Own company,
yeah. But yeah, now he's more focused into playing on my bands and whatnot. So I mean, I'm in the side of hiring sound because they often is the track, but I pop up the idea would say you can hire this, you can do this, you can do that.
So like you are in the marketing side of the business.
Yes, I ended up in the marketing side.
Operations and all that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So even though it sounded difficult, especially in the Mpumalanga, because there was a good there, people see it expensive because I had to have transport. Time I was in school, but that's how it started. Yeah.
Okay. So like, how did you manage? You guys, since Ukuluma transport, how did you manage to make it to the next gig? Because a lot of people see us like coming up and they don't see the challenges that we come across. You understand? Because man, you mentioning Gucci, you had a challenge when it comes to transport. How did you overcome the challenge? Because let's say now I call you, hey Sia, I need a sound, my dog. So
Yeah.
how did you manage that? How did you manage to overcome that actually?
Well, the challenge was not that I did not have transport. But the challenge was that at that time I did not have license. So the resources were there, but obviously we started like license, and then people were busy. Like we worked hand in hand with Bonkos and other band members, like Magnamaki. Also, he was usually at school, and so I couldn't just take a gig and then move to Ganja. So at that time, it was a bit of a strain because even if I get a gig, I must check the schedule malume. So it's malume schedule sakasthi, so that sound siwas Viland and Ganja. So that affected us, the company, Ganja. So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, the why we here now? I mean, I want to go deep like into real estate myself. You understand? Yeah, because we should see real estate like people like think would say it's you need to have money and go buy a house, then boom, you start making money. How did that come about? Like when did you start actually going into real estate? As Allah?
Okay, I always, to be honest, I always saw people posting on my rooms.
Yeah.
On Facebook. I need a room. I have a room. I need a room. I have a room. It's not really a real estate, but it works around that.
Yeah,
so
it's in one basket. Yeah, it's in one basket. Sure.
That made me to think, how about I become a middleman? But at that time, I had a challenge with how will I make money and how will people trust me and give me my commission. So firstly, I had doubts. I had to I need to move around. No. I have a friend who told us Mr. Kumba. So I don't know what triggered it, but I ended up starting with no man. Let me just start and see where does this thing go. And then I remember how I had a learnership, so I was moving out from a room to a better place. So the room being so shy vacant, so it was short notice. So he said, no man, let me just look for someone who's on the line, and then I just added 200 rand.
Just for that, yeah.
Just for that. Then I got someone from Facebook, and then I added my 200 rands. Then when I went to move in, same month again, that place we started with, we moving to, there was a room again there. Got someone on Gaina, they paid me extra 200 rand. So at that, I remember, I don't remember the 100 rand, but I remember that first month we made 500 rand. And I was like, okay, this thing is working. Then let me just form a page. I formed the page on Facebook, posted rooms, posted my groups. The groups are really helping us. They really helped me to become the real estate, help people to get in the club. Because I thought it would see, for example, umuntu yasuka Cape Town ufuna ukuhlala elokishini akazi ukuthi indawo
Uzothola
enjani futhi, but I came with an idea ukuthi how about that person can call me and I send them pictures or a video or whatnot and tell me ukuthi indawo so iseduzana then that person makeze uyazi ukuthi hayi ngibhatalile right ngithola. So that's how it came about, and then now we into izindlu, we moved to izindlu, starting in my rooms, moved to izindlu, bafuna indlu, and then air commission, and then sooner or later I think we will be doing selling, connecting people with the agents, not what we will be selling, but connecting people with the agents. That, yeah.
So so mind you, are you saying with him since you profit, so you only profit like once off, or is it a recurring thing?
We are in a process of having a recurring profits.
Okay.
So we will soon launch it. If people want to check, they can check us on our Facebook page, Umdeni Property Management.
Sure.
But we are also going to change the name into Umdeni Property Management and Development.
Okay.
Because we realize most people need development in Marina, but they cannot afford. So that's where we will step in.
Okay. So in the development,
upgrading your room.
Upgrading your room.
Yes, and then upgrading your room, and then your room like a small upgrade also cost higher. For example, if my tiles for ceiling painted nicely, then people won't mind paying for that.
So imagine, tell me, how do you approach? Let's say, how do you approach? So do you go around looking for homes for people, or like your process? How does the process like happen? Because I guess from my own perspective, I see what you need to go around looking for those homes so that you can meet those people, since you are the middleman. Okay. What happens like in between that point?
Well, what happens in between is that there are places where people post things in especially social media, and and your shopping centers. They are notice boards.
Notice boards, sure.
Yeah, so go there and check. It's okay. This person has a home. Cool. Luckily that time when I started, because doing airtime, actually started with no capital.
Yeah.
I just when I bought data with Telkom, I was maintaining 10 rand. I was getting my minutes 10 free. I think 10 megabytes something. So I had always had extra airtime to call, getting a trade. So that's how it started. So I was calling people. Hey, I see you have a room. I come check it out. When I like it, I take pictures, talk to the person. This is what I do. Then Magavuma, then excellent. So we have few people who are doubtful about that. But we understand. It's a goal. It's really few people. I think it's 1 out of 10. So, but that's how we go about. And then now we have people about communicate us. I have rooms. Please find me tenants.
Okay.
Then checking our database now. What?
So, Malia, how do you charge that person? Let's say phone in man. I mean, phone in
yeah.
So so do you charge him or do you charge the tenant?
Both.
Oh,
both.
Okay.
But for now, because I need to be trying to word of mouth is very important. So we're trying to have a word of mouth that I would see because we have our stable clients right now. I think it's 4 or 5 of them. We got those clients because of word of mouth. Every time I pull moon, they call us. They see. Oh, by the way, I have someone I work with who helps me most of the time to juggle around. She's helping me a lot. I'll call him my business partner.
Sure.
And then Kamala Kukul. So she helped me a lot with that.
Shout out.
Yeah. So that's how we juggle it around. So
it's a very interesting business concept, because you are the middleman. You make things happen.
Yeah.
So, if let's say khona omunye umuntu like ngaphandle ufuna umgelezise, or let's say ufuna ukungena in the same business space, or maybe how do you go about that? Like, do you maybe have mentoring, whatnot, or because there's a lot of if it's zip high, especially you.
Yeah.
You mentioned igama libalulekile mina kimi action.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
when you took action, there's someone out there who is occupied with manga, but you actually took action.
Yes.
You understand it? Executed the decision on the day.
Mm.
But manje, what would you say, let's say umuntu nakho ufuna ukuqala? First question I remember ukuthi umuntu let's say ufuna ukuya kule
Same business.
Yeah, like same business. How do you have mentorship when it comes to that? Because I mean from my perspective, you can make a killing with that.
Yeah,
You can actually make a killing with that. But then yeah, so and any of what do you say to umuntu let's say or a procrastinator and all that, you understand? What advice would you give umuntu osese kanjalo, osese kule comfort zone le?
Yeah. Firstly, the first question I would say, how could I advise someone who else want to use what you have, use the people you know, use the people you know, use what you know. Check your streets, check your. You don't have to go far. Check your environment. Study your environment. It's okay, but I can't remember. Fine. How do I care about? Talk to people, engage, socialize. Well, that's very important. You start obviously. Not every action also yenza izokunikeza ama results now. The problem with us is that we want instant things. But one thing is ngizitshela ukuthi if ngizokhuluma na but it can also happen with angavu. That's a disappointment on my side. So always not expect disappointments. Have a room for disappointments, and then have also courage to go more. No does not mean failure. It's just a move next. Next treasure. Or sometimes you come back later. With this final is your second question again in the bayern.
Yes, Kayla, like how you can actually profit with that.
Yes. Well, mina ngumuntu nama distant mentors.
Okay.
An example, yo Wantobaziyo, Vusitembe Wiles, Tabo Moloi, and other people I look especially when I watch TV, watch soapies. I don't just watch for the sake of entertainment, but I watch for the sake of the context, getting context and studying my place around with Ish. Like for an example, my uncle, the same uncle who is sound. I saw he has properties, but he sometimes umuza khala indaba ze-rent and then gogo bengihlala naye gogo wami, she was struggling ngama-tenants akade ayenza angambhadali kahle, you know. And then that triggered me. Something can be done here. So I procrastinated, and then eventually just get into it. Get into it, and then
So you mentioned just now with you, if like told you no tenant in a half year. And how do you overcome, let's say, or how do I trust you to move because let's say there's people out there who let's say they keep payments, understand? Like how do you handle that?
Well, in our conversation since some of weeks, you won't notice. Most people I don't think they notice. But we chat, you would say, are you working? Are you what do you do and what not?
So do I actually need to bring my statements or
just ask you like umuntu osebenza yambona umuntu othola income right yambona.
But mind you, there's people who would say they look presentable. They talk the talk. They walk the walk. But mind you, how sure are you are they gonna pay? Because you might find out latest giving engine. How do you deal with that? Because
that for now we are planning to have a proper like schooling and what. For now it's I can call it the grace of God. I would say. So far the spirit of discernment. The spirit of discernment. The partner that I work with was also born again. So like Zote, when it's funny because today they were talking about gifts or something. So this thing I think it comes with the together with the gift. Yes, sometimes dingala experience but it's kind of difficult. But that's where the gift plays a role. Not everyone has that gift though, but so far we managed to see what okay, so this person can afford or not. We also check with why are you moving out? We ask those questions. Why are you moving out? What's happening where you stay? And those reasons can tell you what okay, and then when you tell you about the extra fees you need to pay, people are skeptical. But when skeptical, I remember there was another guy who was so released that ended up not getting the job because I saw with him this person would be in trouble. So yeah, that's how we juggle that. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of scammers.
Baby.
You cannot, scammers.
Yeah. So yeah.
So manje, njengoba ukunje so any plans maybe on acquiring or what you told to change us from management to development?
Yes.
So does that mean what now you are going into investment now?
Yes. In terms of education, whatever that comes up, I'm still checking which what can I do in terms of education and having it more secured and having more knowledge. But currently I've been learning practical from people, like from distant mentors. It's okay, those are they do it. Show them I can do it.
Yeah.
So
without any certificate of
it's a bit of a trick that one because you have to be smart around it. You know, it's something very tricky, which is why it's either. If ever we have people we can contact. We have a very good friend that I mentioned towards this. He runs a company, knows it interactive. That company is a consulting company. So most of the time when we are in a situation whereby just contact the person and then and also contact the people that he knows because he has databases, friends, lawyers and whatnot, advisors. So yeah, also your network is very important in your surroundings. So yeah, that's what really helped us, I think, to be where we are and what we're doing. Yeah.
It's very. I mean, imagine like starting from zero. Like to where you are now. So I mean, we are tough. I would say like especially you tanda inyo. We love inyo. Stand is the okay to it's soft life. Maybe that's soft life.
Exactly. Yeah.
So roughly, let's say roughly, what's in how much do you make? Let's say a range. You understand? Like a range. Do I want to big like how much do you? Let's say okay, we started last year, right? So, let's say in a good month.
In a good month.
Yeah. So you are only two in your company, right?
Yes.
So meaning Hola.
Yeah.
So in a good month,
in a good month, it depends what have we got. We can get houses, we can get rooms. But if it's rooms, we're talking about something from 2.5 to 2.5 to 3K, something like that. Then a good month we can lend to it's a new business, we can lend to 4K and whatnot. So yeah, it depends exactly. What are we? But now we are working. We have strategies. We know what okay. This is what we need to do now. This is what we need to do to get this. Because firstly, it was something we would say, let's try it out.
Yeah.
But now we can see that this thing is working and it's sustainable. Only if you have the right pace and whatnot. Sure. And what's fun is that a bad month, a good month is determined by your hard work, how much you put in. So yeah, we've learned that it's okay. If you want to have a good month, this is what you have to do. If you want to have the best reward, this is what you have to do. Yeah.
Come on,
Not really, because
you focused, man.
Not really, because most people think, oh, the lady I'm working with is because we're always together.
Sure.
So yeah, that was my main. A bit complicated, but not that I won't step into that. But I'm a giant. I can see. So yeah, yeah.
Focus. Too focused. Too focused. Can see you dedicate all your time into your business, which is good, dog. That's what we need, kahle kahle. Yeah. To put much time, invest in our craft.
Exactly.
In whatever that we are doing.
So yeah.
So manje, yona sesikhuluma ngezi bhaya. So as we are in the third quarter right now.
Yeah.
The third quarter, manje. So what's the plan? What's the plan? Like where to from now?
About the Umdeni.
About Umdeni. Yeah.
Okay.
Umdeni
property management.
Property management.
Yes.
Yeah.
The plan now is to grow because we've seen the industry. We have experienced how the industry works in the township. Because the vision is big. I pay line. This is just an entry level. We are starting.
Sure.
We're looking at having a business complex that are very as a luxury, but they have a certain lifestyle. Because even indawo zokuhlala, umuntu akangatholi umsebenzi like asagijima idrobheni but angathole ihonje eligrande yabona ehola grand ihonje safe yabo. So we're moving into that. That's the plan, which is why I took a drastic move right now. I took a job. The job is a bit of a struggle, but you manage it. Is in 9 to 5. So yeah. So but the plan is to get imali and then get things functioning.
Yeah, I mean that's how we all start, though.
Yeah.
Even now, though, I'm running my own business. And I'm serving in someone else's business.
Yeah.
It's challenging. It's challenging mentally. It's challenging emotionally.
Exactly.
Because remember, some things you do need capital.
Exactly.
You need that money to put you somewhere.
Exactly.
And people will actually think when we are understand.
Yeah.
There are people who are like that. Understand. You need to take a sacrifice.
Exactly.
Even unathi. Because recently this is his first job.
Okay.
Like he just started, I think, 2 months ago.
Okay.
Since he started doing this kind of, started pushing, and then he saw what, I need to be open-minded. In order to sustain a business, I need a certain income as well to sustain while serving in someone else.
Yes, exactly.
Which is not wrong. You understand? Yeah, you are in the right path. Yeah. What I saw, is I've made so many choices that I feel they were bad, but then come to think of it now, okay, so I actually made a good, at the time it was an rational move.
Yeah.
But now come to think of it,
the fruits, yeah.
It was a blessing. I understand, yeah. As much as very bad decision, it was a blessing to me because now I see okay. So if we say comfortable down, kube manje angakabi la ngikhona now.
Exactly.
Kube angikabroke because kube sile-comfort la angikaboni because sometimes more usendaweni eyi-one we tend to become comfortable too much.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah.
So we need to become open-minded, of which I applaud that. So in order to maintain, sometimes there are people who do say as fun, you party as fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. Party as fun. So if when decided to go into a 9 to 5, that's good as long as I have time to yourself.
Exactly.
One thing in my phone is to not have time for myself. Leo it fucks me up.
Yeah.
That fucks me up because you have school, you have business, you have work to do.
Exactly.
You have family. Now having to
balance
all that, it's so strenuous. Stressed. Like you can end up like sinking.
Exactly.
You can end up sinking.
Well, speaking of sinking, there are things that we do not talk about, especially and my depression and my stress. Because I'll tell you something. This business, even though it's good, but it has its own challenges. I remember there was a challenge that We had a client that moved in, that begged us emotionally, blackmailed us emotionally, and then we ended up giving them the property, but then they failed to pay the rent. So now the client blames us with the but they said they can pay the rent. Going back to what you asked me, how do we deal with that? I don't know how we pull at that, but the way indlela yenzeka, you know, and things got better. What I'm just trying to say is that how much challenges there will always there, especially as an individual also and as a business. So you're facing two challenges as a business and as an individual. So I've mostly, I'm quite a breakdown. I've experienced that. I think I'm still experiencing that, but yeah, there are those emotional breakdown. You need to break it down because things they turn out to are not working out. So people must just need to know what expect those breakdowns, and just because you're facing something does not mean you're or at the wrong track. Sure. You are still on the right track. Just that uh, have grounds. Sure. Yeah, when be grounded, especially when I'm grateful because I'm grounded in the word of God. I'm grounded in God, and that's why when I got some focus, it's because of my salvation that I have. Yeah. So, what investments are you looking at right now? Like, what currently are you investing in? Yeah. Like in terms of your long-term short goal, or let's say short, medium, and long term. Okay. Let's start on the short term. What's that short term investment or that you're looking into right now, maybe in the future? Well, currently, I wouldn't say I do have short terms. It's all long term. Most of them is long term. Firstly, it's me investing in me. Because if that's dope. That's dope. Because if I invest in me, I'm I'm instilling something that will pop out. So if I invest in me, in my character and what I do, it eventually attract what I put in inside. So firstly, I invest in me, and then I think that's what is important right now in my life, to invest in me. That's why I don't usually indulge in things that are kind of going to make me waste my time with this finance. But I love to engage in things that will equip me and make me think beyond, make me think an extra mile. Because to be honest, I didn't do really well in my metric. That's another thing that influenced me. You gotta make a plan in life. Yeah. You gotta make a plan. You gotta make a way to survive. Sure. You gotta make a way to even in a situation essentially. My mother does not work I'm raised by a single parent, by the way. Sure. Shout out to my mom. Shout out, mom. Hey, dog, like I'm gonna hit the song. So being raised by a single parent will make you see things different. Instead of feeling pity for yourself, think of ways of getting out from the situation that you're in. I remember I used to attend the Future Shapers in the school. I remember that one time he spoke about getting out of the shit. He really said that with it. Most but you gotta move those details, clean it, and then move on. So those kind of things, they really shape me to become a better person and think outside of the box. Yeah. Like especially when since you are in the property field, like you need to look at those kind of investments. Yeah. You need to. I mean, even myself, you need to actually teach me one or two things to understand with going into real estate because it is a lucrative business. You understand? Exactly. I mean, as you know, like I'm in the financial market. Yes. I'm in the financial market, so I'm looking to expand your investment portfolio. Yes. And as you know, property, it's the future. It is. You understand? So, Manje, how do you tell Uti thinking from let's say property? Yes. What's the things in mailing is big? This
good investment or bad investment? Sure.
We'll say this. I'm grateful that we had to start.
Sure.
We are starting. It was a matter of learning, studying the environment. Firstly, start the environment. Umdeni Property.
Sure.
Example I told was there are places whereby you wouldn't stay. No more bad.
Yeah.
But people stay there. For example, Pala Park. Most people are in Pala Park. So now that we know that, but we know that there are certain areas that are hotspot. People will just jump into it. For example, Toza Garden. Who wouldn't want to stay in Toza Gardens? Who wouldn't want to stay in Sluma Views? Sluma Gardens. Well, those kind of things. Once you know it's okay, here I can make good money. Not that yes, obviously money, but you can buy a property and then very empty.
Yeah.
You can buy a property money cool. Just have to be smart around it. And the cars here will rent to say in the 9,000. Come on. Yeah, but it's really think about the budget.
Yeah.
Keep thinking about how income you have humble.
Yeah.
Why
like us you have a 9K?
Exactly. Doesn't sound reasonable.
Yeah.
So check the environment. Now experience that would you pay for that? If you ask yourself. Have some self introspection. Would I be comfortable in doing that? Or would my relative be considerate of someone? Once you're being able to be considerate of someone's feelings or someone's views, that's why you can know your client, you know your target market. It's my target market Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, hey, there's a lot, and unfortunately, we do not have like enough time.
Yeah.
But then, shout out, like you're doing a wonderful job. You created your own opportunity. You understand, which is it's what we need. You understand? It's the only law within our youth. Because imagine we feel like we need to get a job in order to get an opportunity. When you had to think, I need to. It took your mind to pay in order for me to make it out there, I need to actually think.
Exactly.
You thought about it, then you were like, okay, this is what I think I can do. Understand? And mind you, you are profiting from it, and there's nothing wrong with that. We need great thinkers. You understand? Because mind you, it's strata again. Strata it's one of the things in say strata.
Exactly.
Not the traditional academic roles.
Streetwise,
you need to make money, you need to hustle.
Exactly.
Whether you are selling veggies or whatnot, and you need to go out there and hustle. Like us, like one day you come back on this podcast and tell me, no, this. You understand? And so, but then, I guess this is the end of it. So, guys, thank you for coming.
Yes.
And please don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video. And it's been a wonderful one. So, shout out to you. So, where can people get it?
My number is very open. My contact details very open. It's 07299 55746. And then on Facebook, that's where I interact mostly. It's Siyabonga King Eagle. King Eagle, it's one word. Shomwe. And then once you have those two, it's easy to get my other handles. The handles of Umdeni and inspiration. So that's where I love to look at.
Facebook, ne?
Yes, Facebook,
Instagram. Are you on both social?
Instagram, not that much, but I do have an account, and then mostly it's WhatsApp because most of my clients come now on WhatsApp, and then
No, shout out to shout out. So it's Umdeni on Facebook. It's Umdeni Property Management, and if you want any sound or sound engineering guy, he's your guy. Inspirational music production. So go check it out on Facebook. Like the page, like both pages actually. So and if you know someone who's looking for a room, man, guys, you know, it's like there's a lot of us, especially now, it's month end, so a lot of people are moving around. You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to the guy. See him face to
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah.
Siyabonga cool face and I hope business zakho njani flourish. Understand?
Thank you. Thank you.
I know ukuthi lizo-flourish njani because linonkulunkulu ngaphakathi.
Exactly.
Linonkulunkulu ngaphakathi. So yonke into enonkulunkulu, unkulunkulu uzofuna ukuziveza.
Exactly.
Understand? Uzofuna ukuziveza. Because abantu bacabanga ukuthi you are this. No. Yena uzofuna ukuzibonakalisa. Understand? Uzofuna ukuzibonakalisa ngomsebenzi wakho. Understand ukuthi no ngikhona.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, thank you for your time.
Bonga mina.
Siyabonga kakhulu mfethu and sazoqhenya nje ayipheleli la.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's still a lot esizokhuluma ngazo. So now if you are looking into going to financial markets, there's bonds in the market, there's everything in the market. Yeah, we can exchange if you need anything.
We'll talk. Definitely.
Yeah. So big shout out to you, Jayami.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Yeah. One day sizohlangana kai.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When Umdeni, it's a big company. There's a charge.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Shout out to you, Jayami.
Cool.
So yeah. So yeah, guys, comment, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
It's your boy. Peace.
Excellent.
Excellent, Jayami.